Join us on the Bessie podcast today on the 28th of October at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hello there, guys, and welcome to the Bessie channel, where today we're going to discuss a very prominent Jedi member, and that's Quinlan Vos. So let us start from the beginning. Quinlan Vos was born as a Force sensitive on his home world of Kifu. Initially, Vos's family were unwilling to give him up to the Jedi Order, as that would require him to relocate to Coruscant, cutting him off from his home world and his family. As a compromise to this, Jedi Watchman Thome agreed to train Vos initially on Kifu, with promise to eventually relocate to the Jedi Temple. Now, although Quinlan Vos was a good Jedi in many ways, he suffered an ongoing struggle with the dark side that continued long into the Clone Wars. He was mostly consumed by hatred after discovering that his great-aunt, Tinte Vos, had sacrificed his parents to Anzanti vampires. He eventually murdered her in cold blood, completing his fall to the dark side. This is when Count Dooku comes into play. He eventually became his servant, and having committed many evil acts during his time as Dooku's dark acolyte, even so, Vos managed to convince his old friend Obi-Wan Kenobi that he still served the Republic, and he helped Kenobi escape from both Tal Skor and Asajj Ventress in order to mask his true allegiance. Vos was very mindful of his cover as a dark acolyte. He even sacrificed a childhood friend so that he wouldn't reveal his true identity. Even so, Quinlan blew his cover by rescuing his great aunt, whom he shortly thereafter killed. Having waged a long war with his inner demons, Vos displayed great strength of character by ultimately overcoming the dark side during the Clone Wars. Something that the Jedi Order were not really accustomed to, they eventually forgave Quinlan Vos and accepted him into the Jedi ranks once more. Even so, there was a strict rule in the Order against attachments. However, Quinlan fell in love with Colleen Hance, and by the end of the Clone Wars and after surviving Order 66, he became her husband and the father of their child, Corto Vos. Quinlan also forged an intimate Force bond with Aayla Secura, who once said that he had been like a father to her. However, this erratic behavior led some to view Quinlan Vos differently. This was especially true about the clone troopers and some of his opponents as well. Vos had a rather sarcastic sense of humor. When he faced Sire and Bok on Quinton, he said that the two of them against him, who was wounded at the time, was truly unfair. He went as far as to ask them if it would be easier for them if he closed his eyes while fighting. The most notable thing about Quinlan Vos was he openly disdained the clone troopers. What's more is that they disliked him as well because of this. He was mostly hated and loathed by Sergeant Cal Skirata, who oversaw the training of the clones on Kamino. I would assume that it was a pleasure for most of them to hunt down and try to kill Quinlan Vos during Order 66. However, this did not come to pass, and in Legends he went on to have a totally different life while on his exile. If you want me to cover Quinlan Vos in more videos in the future, please feel free to let me know down in the comments, and I will try to do so. Alright, Star Wars fans, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, feel free to leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't miss out on any of my future videos that I will post on this channel. Have a fun day, my friends, and in closing, don't forget, may the Force be with you always. Join us on the Bessie podcast today on the 28th of October at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.